about a bumper sandwich, booger lips?
One thing about living in Santa Clara I never could stomach. All the damn vampires. Shut up!
We're gonna get you, not another piece.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk here.
I don't know what the hell's in there. It's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
Jason's alive. He killed my friend, now he's coming for me.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
You bastards! Why are you torturing me like this? Why?
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Gimme Back My Horror Movies, the podcast. I am one of your hosts, Charlie. With me, as always, is Pete. Say hello to the people, Pete.
This movie is horror like Aliens is horror. It's horror, but there's a lot of fucking guns in it.
Yeah, we're gonna get in that to a second.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, if you're expecting a horror movie, bend towards Aliens rather than Alien, which is definitely a horror movie.
Because the whole reason for this debacle in our schedule is our other co-host tonight, one Mr. Nate. Say hello to the people, Nate.
Oh, calm down, people. Calm down. Oh, I can't hear a thing. They're cheering so loud. Oh, I can't. Oh, guys, you're just so kind.
Boo.
Oh, man.
Boo.
Who's saying boo earns?
Boo.
Boo earns.
Booer. Booer.
I didn't get a harumph out of that man.
Harumph!
Yeah,
That's
Get
a
that man.
So this is Pete and Nate's birthday month.
But the difference is mine is the big, beautiful, brutal, bloody Bonanza Bonkers birthday.
B7?
Yeah, 7 Bs.
Like we're vitamin B7, huh?
Yeah, because I went with a theme for my birthday this year, which include a big, beautiful, brutal, bloody Bonanza Bonkers birthday of movies to select.
Great.
Glad he wrote that down.
I'm glad he keeps reading that off the script.
Yeah. No, I definitely had big, beautiful, brutal, bloody Bonanza Bonkers birthday.
Right there written down.
Memorized.
Yeah.
I'd have it on my computer screen so I could fake it. You know what I mean?
Right. like, Charlie doesn't have it in note. He's got it on a big old Post-it note stuck right there.
I got
so many Post-it notes.
Yeah,
It looks like Mementos tattoos, but it's just Charlie's notes.
Yeah.
Damn it, it's stuck.
There's another one. All right, so what's this one? Like
so many reminders.
That one says Fire Pete.
Now that one says Pete is the bald one. Nate is the handsome one. That's how you remember.
Oh, hey.
So many Post-its notes doing what we're doing here. So yeah, this is a double horror with an asterisk because this literally could be listed under any of them. Also, his next pick this month could be listed under.
This is a little sci-fi
too.
Know,
when Nate goes for a big, beautiful, brutal Bonanza Bonkers birthday bash,
Bubblicious.
Bubblicious.
How about you're gonna get something that's gonna conquer?
Wasn't there
both.
Bazooka bubble gum that had like juice in the middle of it?
Yep, there was.
Yeah, I remember that.
It probably lasts for.
Hey,
like
folks, ask
10
your kids
seconds.
about. Ask your grandparents about it.
Ask your kids about that. Okay,
I got that backwards.
So yeah, so we. Nate, what movie are we doing? Please explain.
Yes, we are doing Project Wolf Hunting, which is a South Korean horror film from 2022. And the reason I picked this movie is because back when this first was getting released, I went, "Oh man, this sounds pretty cool. It's about a werewolf on a ship." I was like, I can't wait to see this. Like Con Air plus a werewolf. That's the only way you can make Con Air better on a ship.
You're not wrong. That's
right. That's pretty much the only improvement. And so I didn't watch the trailer. I didn't read anything beyond prisoners and cops on a boat and something bad happens. So I was like, and the cover with the guy's eyes, I went, I don't know what that is, but I'm in. It's Project Wolf Hunting. they're going to be hunting a werewolf.
Yeah.
Guys, is there a werewolf in this movie?
I don't think I no.
Nope.
No, not really.
Yeah,
There's
much to my
there's a
surprise.
monster in it. I don't think it's a werewolf though.
Yeah, so definitely not
Definitely
a
a
werewolf.
monster.
And then I immediately, when it was over, I went, I don't know how I felt about that.
Thank
and I
goodness.
messaged Charlie and went, hey, go buy Project Wolf Hunting. And he did. And I know that fucker hasn't watched it until probably yesterday.
Just now.
Am I correct?
In all honesty, I watched this on Tubi, so I still ain't watched the fucking DVD.
It was on Tubi? Boy, I watched it on
Tubi.
Prime. Okay.
It was on Tubi.
I
All
bought
right.
it back when it came out.
I bought it. I meant to grab that. I should have, because I have the DVD. My reasoning was I have the DVD. I was hoping whatever was streaming was a higher def,
A little
version,
better.
The
you know.
DVD, yeah.
So
Prime was beautiful, by the way. If you
the
saw
Tubi,
Oh,
it.
yeah.
the Tubi cut
Gorgeous.
was great
Excellent
too.
Okay.
Usage of greens in this
Mhm,
movie. It's a
mhm.
very
Yeah.
weird color palette.
It's a
Yeah,
it's a dark movie, but the color still that's why the color pops is
You
because
can
it's so
see
dark.
everything.
A lot of
It's a
gray.
Yeah,
dark movie.
absolutely.
A lot of black.
I will
yeah.
say though, now that I'm thinking about it, it's not a werewolf, but there is a wolf in the movie.
There is a wolf, and much like other movies that I pick, it's a CGI wolf.
It is very.
Mhm.
It's
And
when they
it's-
do the flashback to
Yeah,
the surgery.
Yeah, there was a wolf in
In
it.
in a cage.
Yeah, yeah.
because
but
it's wolf DNA.
that's the only it's the only wolf.
Well, wolves are 5 times stronger than man.
Of
Yeah.
course they are. Yeah.
Oh,
Their bite is for sure.
Yes. And this man also can run faster, just like wolves.
Yeah, and he's
go
very
off his
heavy
scent.
because he stomps around like
Like wolves.
Godzilla like a wolf. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
kaiju wolf.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
the reason I picked this movie is because
Okay.
we are an action and horror podcast. And I
This
love
blends the both.
whenever we can blend the two into a very weird frappe.
Sure.
Yes.
This is a protein shake of action and horror.
And it's a weird one
blended
that I at least
berry.
now kind of know how I feel about it. But the first hour of this movie is pure action. And it's brutal action too. It's uncomfortable action at moments.
Nate, let's Charlie, do you have a trailer for us just before we
I
get
just,
into it?
I was like, I don't want him to yell at me because he's going to be like, "There's no trailer."
No, I want to know if there's a trailer for this.
That.
Nate, I want to know if there's a trailer for this. Do you know why I want to know there's a trailer for this? Because I get shit on all the time because there's no fucking trailers for my movies. Now, Charlie.
Yeah, and the one time for my birthday, I pick a foreign movie.
Yeah.
Do you have beautiful bean footage to roll?
I'm trying to find something, and I was letting you two just ramble on and just go nuts there, and I cannot find my drop.
Oh,
So
This might be for the best.
might
you're not
be,
wrong.
Yeah.
because I'm not normally the one to do this. So what I was going to do is I was going to take a page from the B Action podcast, where
Mhm.
if we don't have a trailer, Mickey and Dustin do a trailer for us.
Oh,
And I was trying to find my trailer music that we play whenever it pops up. Right. But anyway, essentially, there is no American trailer for this. So I was going to kind of get my way, and I do have my own notes of stuff I wrote down. And I was going to do my version of a trailer for this movie.
Oh, do you want the music?
See, that's man, you guys are really killing
We
it
nailed it.
now.
Nailed it, Nate.
Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, here is the trailer for Project Wolf Hunt.
All right.
All right, I'm ready.
Did you like Terminator, Predator, Universal Soldier, Train to Busan, Ninja Assassin,
Yeah, keep going.
Underworld,
Yep.
RoboCop,
Uh-huh.
Overworld?
Yes.
Well, then you're in luck, because you're going to love this 2022 Korean monster movie called Project Wolf
I
Hunting.
like monsters.
And let me tell you something. This ain't like Commando. You don't need to buckle your seatbelt.
fucking shit. Sorry, Anna, that was my fault.
That was everybody's fault. Nate dropped and then Pete bailed.
Oh, well, Charlie brought such an epic trailer that,
I crashed the show.
He mentioned way too many awesome movies at once.
It's true.
Yeah, that every
The servers
single
exploded.
one of these movies is in this movie.
It's a good trailer, Charlie. I like that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a good trailer. I do like that.
It's all I could think of while I watch this movie.
Yeah,
I like that bit. Next time I bring another trailerless movie, I'm going to do that.
Don't worry. We got one next week, probably.
More than likely.
Did I pick it yet?
That was it, because yes, every single movie I mentioned is in this movie.
It sure is. And more.
Almost to this movie's detriment a little bit. So.
Almost. Yeah, very much so.
I want to say you missed Hammer Horror, Charlie, because this is the most Hammer Horror. Well, okay, let's do our experience or our history with it.
Our
right?
histories, I think we kind of already
This
did.
is first time history, and I'll tell you what, because I knew this was the first time for all of us, I was real worried that we were going to get some rapiness going on. After it didn't happen, thank goodness. But
I've seen this movie before. I know the clock.
Boy, I thought for sure we were going to have some questionable themes later on. But so yeah, first time for all of us. And my part in your trailer, Charlie, is this is a Hammer horror movie where the blood accidentally drips on the monster and the monster drinks said blood and rises from the grave and becomes the unstoppable killing beast that it is.
Frankenstein and Wolfman.
Frankenstein. This is a Paul Naschy film is what this is.
In
like,
my
have you ever
head,
seen a lot of Paul Naschy films? That's exactly what happens. He's dead in the grave and blood drips in there somehow. And he, Valdemar Daninsky rises from the grave and becomes the werewolf once again.
See, to me, this is 90s direct-to-video bottom shelf movies that you would have gotten.
Yep. Also but for sure.
The reason why I also picked this, another movie came out in 2022 that everyone was raving about with its practical effects and blood. Mm-hmm. And that was Terrifier 2. Came out the same year as this, but across over the seas.
Careful.
This is why I was like, Anna should totally be here because I'm picking a movie that would have been related to Terrifier and work really well in the conversation. Because this movie does have, I'd say, way more blood. Way more blood than Terrifier does. And
did you
no one talked about this movie.
There was like 52 tons of blood in this or something.
It was like 2.5 tons.
Okay.
Of blood, which is still a lot.
That's a lot of blood.
Much blood.
So much blood.
What blew my mind was everyone was talking about Terrifier 2 at that time, but I heard no one else talking about Project Wolf Hunting at all.
Did it get a release in the United States?
No,
that's why
it did like a little bit of a festival release.
Yeah, that's why it didn't get talked about.
It went straight to streaming.
It ain't American. It doesn't exist.
Sometimes, if you do be feeling like that, sometimes. So, but upon watching it, I was just like, oh, especially on the second time, I was like, this is like Project Metal Beast. This is like Death Machine. This is like Hardwire or whatever that movie, Hardware. Yes, where it is like straight up just a 90s movie, but this one just has a lot of blood to the point where also it kind of only knows to do blood splatters and nothing else.
It almost gets boring after a while because it's like,
does in a weird way.
Someone else is dead.
I will say my biggest bitch about this is like Game of Thrones. Don't enjoy a character in a movie.
Thank you.
Part of its problem.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no clear bad guy and there's no clear good guy because everybody fucking dies in this movie.
Yeah.
And you're
like this person dead. I like that person dead. I like that person dead.
Or I hate this person dead. Really? I thought we were going to have a through point with this really bad guy. No, dead.
So the movie is definitely two movies in one.
Dead. Dead.
The first movie is straight up action. Action, gritty. It is prisoners taking over a cargo ship because they're getting transported.
It's Con Air.
Yeah.
Right?
They're getting transported from
it's
Korea to the Philippines. These
brilliantly
prisoners
done.
are.
And these prisoners are the worst of the worst. Like
Con Air.
Do people really exist like this? This killer that's
in South Korea they do, because
Oh my
everyone's serial
God.
killers. That's what we learned from The Devil,
Oh,
I know, or your whatever that movie's
Yeah.
called.
I saw The Devil.
I saw
one.
The Devil.
This movie, because
should've
that
put
one
that in the
guy's like,
trailer.
hey, guess what? I'm a serial killer. And he meets another guy. He goes, 14. I kill people too. Haven't met you in a decade. We're all a bunch of serial killers that know each other.
I like that killer though, and that made me mad that he's like Pete just said. There's should have been a through point. I wanted that baddest of bad killer at the end of the movie as well. Like I wanted it on I wanted it on two fronts. You have the monster, but there is also another monster on the ship that you're contending with. I love that type of storytelling because that's what happens in a lot of those movies like Hardware and Death Machine and stuff
this
like that.
one
There's
does
always
a Deep
another
Blue
villain.
Sea, where it's like we have our baddest of baddest prisoner people. You know, he kills a dude and then pisses on him. Like this guy, you want to see dead.
Oh my God, this guy is,
and he's leading the charge on this whole takeover.
Everyone's terrified of him.
He's Cyrus the Virus.
He is.
Basically
Worse than Cyrus the Virus.
If you want to look at this, anyone that's probably not going to watch this movie,
there's a John Malkovich.
There's a John Malkovich character,
yeah,
and then a Danny Trejo, and then all these other.
And there's also a Nick Cage, but don't worry. You don't really see him too much, but he's also the main character at the very end of the movie because everyone else is dead. But don't worry.
With Charlie's reaction, I'm so happy because I got a lot of questions about what kind of is going on.
Too. There's a reason I picked it because I was so I don't know if I like that movie, but also I do kind of love a movie that is just Universal Soldier. That is a slasher on a boat.
It's balls out. Like it is bloody from the drop.
From the first hit.
It starts with a suicide bomber.
Yeah.
It starts off with a dude holding a backpack, blows him up, and the camera cuts over to his body pieces with a river of blood going down the sidewalk.
River. There are so many
rivers,
pools, lakes of blood in this. People have so much blood in them. I don't know quite how accurate this is, but part of it probably pretty accurate.
I feel like it's all 100% scientifically accurate. Everything in this movie.
Of course it is, Nate.
Yeah. You remember in the 1940s when we had a Universal Soldier program?
Yeah.
Instead of the 1950s, 60s, where that made way more sense.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Somehow I think Nazis are involved eventually.
I have some history on that, by the way, if we want to talk about it an hour later.
You have history with Nazis?
Of course. Yeah. It's,
okay. Just trying to make sure.
I am German. I'm sure there is some. Oh God, help me.
All right, Pete. Step down. Step away from the mic.
I should. Bye. Yeah. Bye, everybody. Good night.
Oh my
no. There was in World War II. This is a real thing. It was Project or Unit 731 was a real thing, and it was a Japanese island off the Philippines where they literally experimented on people, and there's hard evidence of this happening, and it was the most war crime you could possibly like Auschwitz. Yes, that was probably the penultimate that you could, or the ultimate that you could have in human atrocity. This one was not far behind.
Right.
And there's a really cool book, a fictional book about it that bleeds into a kaiju universe. Author is Jeremy Robinson. His movies are coming to theater, by the way, in a couple of years. So if you hear about Jeremy Robinson and Project Mygo and Project Nemesis, he also had Project 731, which was a prequel to all these things where they started these experiments on people in Unit 731. So this is a real thing that happened. I don't recommend looking it up because I did, and it's it's bad. Like
it's gonna be like with what the Nazis did with the occult, where it's just like,
yeah,
that's where you get Wolfenstein at and things like that,
Mhm.
where there was a lot of weird bad things happening in World War II, and for some reason, this movie just decides to shoe in a World War II subplot.
Well, but I think that's
3/4 into the movie.
That's what we're talking about here. That's they were experimenting on people in World War II, and now they're suffering for it because they couldn't kill this thing or something like that. Even though killing this thing wasn't so hard to do, I guess.
Yeah,
but they had others.
Ultimate soldiers.
Yeah, that's the other part. It's also they're making a bunch of Steve Rogers.
Right. Yeah. They made this alpha, so they call this creature. Well, should we back up a little bit? So.
No, because there's no point in telling anyone what the story is.
Yeah, the story is completely pointless. This is all pseudoscience thrown at pseudoscience just for the sake of it.
I just feel like, so they have this gunfight and blood falls through the floors and into this coffin, literally a coffin.
With an open
coffin. Like, you don't put a cover over this, whatever. And this creature is sitting in there with his eyes sewn shut. It's really bitching. It's
He's
really
got
cool.
maggots in his mouth.
It's got maggots in his mouth. Oh, it's awful.
He's laying on ice, and
this blood drips through, and he absorbs the blood, and ta-da! Now we've got the worst murderers in the world versus
the dumbest
an unstoppable beast and some really dumb cops. Yeah,
like but it doesn't matter who they are because they all die instantly.
There was a moment in this movie that I went, what the fuck just happened? It took me forever to realize there were guys that were there for the main. I'm gonna call him the Yakuza guy because he has the Yakuza tattoos.
John Malkovich.
John Malkovich. So there's this guy. His crew somehow is on this ship.
Well, they die hard too. Their way into the ship.
Totally Die Hard too. Yep.
But I'm sitting there going, where were these guys? Who are these guys?
They were just part of the crew. I think they infiltrated the crew and
they killed the crew on the ship.
Yeah, they did that too. Yeah.
So it's like, and then put their clothes on.
Yep.
And I'm like, what? Who? What? And I am so lost. Even though I'm watching this movie and it's like blood, kill, gratuitous. But I'm also sitting there going, what is happening right now? What?
I hate saying that on a podcast. Like, what just happened there?
Here's what's also
truly
annoying.
It's like, how did this happen? Where do these people come from?
What you guys are feeling was exactly how I felt the first time I watched it years ago.
Yeah.
And then I have the benefit of having foggy memory of it to where now rewatching it, it's like, oh, okay, I kind of understand what's going on way better compared to that first time watch where it is like, the fuck? And now this guy's got a Rambo gun and this guy has an AK and they're cutting off communications to someone, but this guy kicked out everyone else's communications. Don't know what he did that for. There's a lot.
For one guy,
but it's got so much eye candy that you're like, well, at least this is keeping me entertained.
I think there were at least 2 of these Yakuza people that were orchestrating this. Because there was one guy with a Hawaiian shirt on or something. He had the beard, and when they opened up his door, he says, "You're here finally." But that was after they freed the Yakuza guy with the neck tattoo and everything.
Yeah, but he ends up being like a dumbass this entire movie. Like, I don't even know who that guy.
Yeah,
like they all kind of know each other, but they don't really know each other
by reputation. I would think.
Reputation.
Yeah,
kinda like Con Air.
Exactly.
We'll talk about Babyface in a minute because Babyface needs a lot of talking here in a minute. But this Yakuza guy, basically, even though his crew is there to save him, he still gets out on his own. He's picked his own locks and in his handcuffs and has to attack that one guard. Mike Tyson's that dude's ear straight off.
Yeah.
And chews it like bubble gum before he spits it out.
It's so gross.
And then his cellmate is looking at him like, don't let me be next.
Like,
You're a hardened murderer, a hardened criminal in one of the maximum penitentiaries in the world. And this guy is terrified of this dude that has already gotten free. Like,
he's the head, like he's the alpha of the
easily,
prisoners.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
But
know,
that's the issue. Everyone bows down to him to where I no longer feel like this is the worst of the worst with the crew. He's the worst of the worst. Everyone else turns into like secondary dumbass henchmen.
Yeah,
Like
Pretty much.
Con Air, everyone stood pretty
They had
tall.
their lane. They each
Yeah.
brought something to the
yeah.
table.
This one kind of puts all of its cards
There's
into him.
The one guy can fly a plane. Why didn't one of these guys was able to drive a ship? That would
there's
that
no
would have been
swamp
interesting.
thing. There's no
Mhm.
Billy Bedlam.
Mhm.
There's no, dog, ice dog.
Mhm.
Yeah, the ice
But it
dog.
doesn't seem concerned with giving us that, even though we deserve that. And then the movie for the first hour is setting up this is a boat heist. This is what's
Mhm.
going on
Mhm.
until Pete mentioned the blood dripping into a person's mouth. Because at this point, the prisoners are going ham. They're killing
Yeah.
cops left and right.
Everybody. Mhm.
Like you're seeing visceral hammer strikes to people's domes. And when they get hit,
dude.
I mean, you're talking blood spray.
It's
And
beautiful.
it's practical.
Yeah.
Oh
Like-
yeah, it's awesome. There's blood packs on top of people's
Mhm,
heads.
mhm.
It's like-
Yeah.
there's a little bit of CG.
There is for like
added
impacts
onto-
or like hiding
No-
knives going into
None of
like,
it brought me out. None
No,
of it.
exactly. That's the biggest plus I'll give
Mhm.
this movie is there's never a moment where I went, oh, it's over CG'd. I'm
No,
I'm out
because
of it.
you see the actors reacting, you see their shirts getting soaked from
Sprayed.
the blood. Yeah.
Somebody is off screen just having a hoot with squirt guns. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah. But it's also not, this movie isn't so as violent it is. It's never played even as a comical violent. This is
No.
like brutal,
Especially the
violence.
first hour, it's uncomfortable where it's just like
Thank you.
seeing
Bodies
someone
are twitching.
Yeah,
after they
like
get
these
hit.
actors are because they're taking like a wrench, a monkey wrench to the head, and it's like you'll see like the dent in the head and just the blood shoot up,
Yeah,
or
it's
someone
really,
getting hit in the jaw and you see the gash to the jaw
yeah.
and the jaw dangling. Like
It's
gets
a lot
nasty.
like Terrifier, where it's just mean. Like,
Yeah,
everything
yes.
is mean. Nothing is lighthearted. Like
It's
I would
not
say, like
Dead Alive.
killing is lighthearted. Right? Exactly.
It's not Evil Dead 2.
It's not played for anything but horror and
that's where-
brutality.
I feel conflicted because it's like that's what part of what I don't like about the Terrifier movies.
Yeah.
And then part of with this, I'm like, God, this kind of just feels there's no fun. Where's your whimsy?
It's not fun.
Right.
Not
Honestly,
fun.
this is if this had been what Nate and I originally thought it was, a bunch of werewolves loose on this ship.
Boy,
But this level of
Boy, oh
gore,
boy. That's
Let
what
me
I was
tell ya,
hoping for.
You could take the whole movie and just replace the monster with a werewolf, and
Yes.
the movie still works. Like,
absolutely.
That would have been
Absolutely.
Alien. To have a werewolf on a ship
yep,
eating
And
people. One werewolf. just-
going ham.
yeah.
Like, he has a stomach that will never be filled.
I want to see that movie.
And I think that's
I do too.
The
Yeah.
issue this movie has is I make the joke of all these movies I read off. They literally are shoving, hey, we watched
Predator.
all these movies too. This dude has predator vision.
Yeah,
sure
he
does.
has
Up.
straight up predator vision.
His eyes are stapled shut. So there's no sensors like Universal Soldier, but he can sense, like even the breath. Like when he goes, they only do it one time, which thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, okay, you didn't overplay your card. This wasn't Robo War, where it's always
Wow.
in that mode. Although I will say, missed opportunity when the girl's in the freezer to not go back to Predator mode vision.
Yeah.
where you-
So
He
we
should have
see
seen through
that would
that
be
guy
Predator 2.
immediately. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you know
they
why?
dropped the ball there.
I know why. They used real thermal camera imagery when they did that shot. That's why you see the breath.
Mhm.
Well, she wasn't in that freezer long enough to have been blue. She's
Nope.
been dead.
Yeah.
So if you
that
used
makes
real
sense.
thermal imaging, obviously he could have seen her. I really think they didn't even have money for CG. This is
This is a low budget movie. It was made
This
for
is-
$8 million. US,
Ooh,
yeah,
That's cheap.
8 mil on an American budget. So like, this is a typical 90s direct-to-video.
it
movie.
really
Yeah.
is.
It
Like,
and,
it-
and I'm not
It's kind of
shitting on
cool to
this either.
see because it does. This monster's very Resident Evil.
Oh,
you
God,
know?
yeah.
He is
I
just
s-
straight
yeah.
up
Yeah.
a Resident Evil type monster. And the reason we bring him up is because he literally drops into the plot. Like he literally makes a
Literally.
superhero entrance into the movie,
Deadpool
and you see
jumping
him
from the
just do a fucking amazing professional wrestler front kick, and you see a dude's chest just cave in, blood spray, and he just strings.
He's
That guy is
launched
pulled.
like 50 feet, and his back hits a cage of some sort,
And blood.
Blood everywhere.
Now
And
the movie switches gears. It is
Now
no
they
longer
were
an
all in
action movie. It turns
these
into
criminals
horror.
and these cops were all in a gunfight, and they all turn. It's silence, and it's one of the scariest things in the movie. Like, the fuck was that? Like everybody just jaw on the floor, eyes wide open. What the fuck? Even the John Malkovich guy was like, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah.
And he realizes real quick, like, nope, I want nothing to do with this, and beats feet. Yep.
At first, I'm all in for this, and then they play up. This is where I throw in Terminator. Every time he steps, it's a metallic stomp.
Even though he's got bare feet,
he makes a
Even though
presence.
There's no metal in this guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, he's he's Universal Soldier.
As the
They
movie
weren't robots.
goes, it actually started to annoy me. Going, all right, Louise, I don't like this sound effect anymore because there's no metal in him. Okay,
It didn't even bother me because of where the story ends up going. Where it's like,
well,
yeah,
I
of course,
agree,
of
yeah.
course.
But I'm watching because I think their thought process was so it's always a sound. You know when he's coming. I'm also like, fuck, I think making him silent would have been more terrifying. Like,
oh
you
yeah,
just turn
because
around
then
and
you
there
would
he
just turn
is.
around. It's like that's Batman, but that's when Batman takes your elbow out and stabs your elbow out with another guy's eye, and then he takes the eyeball combo and shoves it down another guy's throat.
We
Mortal
did have a
Kombat
couple of beat this
fatalities.
motherfucker with another motherfucker.
There is quite a few.
We had a couple of those.
This dude
And I
makes
love
an
me
entrance because then he's like crushing people's skulls one-handed, and you just
their
see
hand.
blood just going everywhere. He takes a dude's like chest and then like pulls down, and it's just blood.
That's
And
the.
this
I
is
think
where-
they're playing with the wolf aspect
Yeah.
of the DNA. That's the slashing and stuff like
And
that.
this is where it's cool, but it reminds me of another movie from the Pete days where Pete picked a movie, Monkey Kung Fu, where it's like, how'd you pick a Kung Fu movie that might have too much Kung Fu? Where
Thank
this
you,
is a
Nate.
bloody movie where it's like, maybe this has too much blood.
You beat me to it. 'Cause this was a big like when does a horror movie have too much blood? A horror movie can't have too much. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
if
When
it's
can
in the wrong vibe,
It's in the
it can
wrong
have
vibe.
too much.
And that's what this movie, like, even when
Because-
the monster comes in, it's still playing it straight. It doesn't go for laughs. There's no levity.
No,
There's no main character. Because
right.
they're all getting dispatched.
Which also hurts the film that there isn't a main character. There's not.
But
this
there's
this
elements
movie
of good
is
ideas here.
agreed. This movie is, you have 3 acts in a movie. I think this movie has 5 acts.
I think it has like
Because-
6 or 7.
Right, because it goes. You're done with this. You move on to this. You're done with the ship and the people getting free, and then the monster comes in, and then the monster kills all the main baddies, and then you've got the next
a
group
handful
of
of the
people
main good
that are
guys
coming
Yeah.
in or something, and then you find out that the cop from Korea is also a Universal Soldier or something or other, and then there's another fight on top of it because one of the prisoners is also a monster.
Don't worry,
It's-
audience. If you're lost, so are we.
Yeah.
Because that's
this
what
is
the
the
movie
movie
gives you.
I'm pretty sure I've covered it pretty closely.
You did. But
and
the
the
reason-
problem is
Go for it.
is they also spend just enough time to get you to know a character, like the 2 female cops.
Yep.
They're in charge of the 2 female convicts, which
Yep.
I was like, okay, we got some female
That makes
convicts.
And it's
I
a
like
smaller
that mix.
group, so it's easier to get to know
Yeah,
everyone.
so they're more isolated. We have a headstrong female detective who is very by the book.
She's the
Everything-
detective.
Yeah, she
I-
everything shuts down. She can't contact anyone, so she leaves her partner with these 2 handcuffed convicts.
Mhm.
Well, they leave a a comment where the one girl goes, "I have to use the bathroom now," and then automatically in my head, no, because there's a reason there's 2
You're
of
gonna
us
piss
here.
your pants.
But guess what? We never see them again until all of a sudden it cuts to that room and the 2 convict girls are in the shitter taking a dump and the other girl's handcuffed. I'm like, the fuck happened?
You just have to go, all right, so they took over,
They figured out how to get out of there.
And they moved on because
Where
now we
did they
got to
get
move
nail
this
polish?
plot line. Yep.
Because
Well,
the cops will for sure have nail polish in their handbag.
Because it's a long cruise.
Right, it's 3 days, right?
Because it's Speed 2.
Speed 2 cruise control.
It
It is a shot of a propeller.
You missed that one in the
No one gets
trailer.
hit by a propeller. Someone does get hit with a sledgehammer to death.
I'm putting some amendums in here. We got Speed 2.
Amendums.
Yeah, make sure you keep the tally of all the movies we're going to mention.
Death Machine.
Addendum.
Yep.
Yep. Project Metal Beast.
Now, our John Malkovich character, the reason we've been talking about him the whole time, because he is our main guy that we're following, until this monster comes in and fucking annihilates him. Just straight up. And I loved it because, like, that dude made such an impact in those 50 minutes of being the scumbag.
Yeah.
To see him get killed off was very Game of Thrones.
Scumbag is way too nice for this guy. This guy is as psychotic as they come. He's going to take over hell when he gets down there.
But he's a good villain.
He's a great villain. He was
just
fascinating.
Annihilated.
He had no remorse. Even one of the other convicts says, "Dude, why do I never see you without blood on your shirt?
Yeah.
What is this?" That was the only joke in the whole movie, and it was.
He takes a shower. They put new clothes on him, and less than 30 seconds later, he stabs another guy and gets blood all over him.
Yeah, I mean, he makes it a personal stab.
Yeah.
He shoots a dude because one guy mentions, like, I want the girl. And the guy turns around and
it's another convict.
He puts his whole magazine, all of his, it was a revolver. So all the rounds into the guy's back and went, no one gets out of my way. Like, the girl's mine or whatever.
Girl's mine.
Like, he makes that kind of statement.
It was that if your dick jumps out of your pants, you jump out of this plane. That's what that moment is right there.
Right.
But he actually kills this other guy, which is what also a problem because all of these are supposed to be the worst of the worst convicts, and I'm not buying it anymore.
No, they're just henchmen.
Yeah.
They're henchmen level convicts.
You have henchmen, then you have real henchmen who die super fast. Like Nate said, there's a Rambo-esque gun that gets busted out of nowhere. Dude only kills he only kills like 2 people.
Yeah.
I swear to God, when you have a big gun, I understand strafing, but you can move up and down.
You can do up and down. You can do serpentine. You can do Z's.
All
that cursive.
Because those cabinets aren't bulletproof.
Hey, kids, ask your grandparents about this.
Yeah. Rarudo.
Rarudo. Spell buzz. We'll throw that in there. Thought I wasn't going to catch that reference, huh? But there are moments, but those are also the kind of the moments I'm watching this going, holy fuck, what are they doing? But I'm having fun.
It's a cool shootout.
I'm enjoying it. Now I don't know if I'm having fun in this movie yet.
Good point.
But I'm also like, because I'm at this point of where are we going?
Yeah.
Where are we going in this? This is I like South Korean movies. I've found like we've done quite a few. I've watched quite a few now, and I'm realizing they're probably my second favorite type of movies aside from American.
They give no fucks when it comes to violence.
I am with me, and it's like that exact reason they give no fucks.
No fucks.
But everything that I've watched is like Train to Busan, where it's where it's like it has this deep meaning to it.
Yes.
Where this is just straight up B movie schlock. So it's like this is how they do B movies, like. What the fuck?
But it's almost like most of the movie they're shooting from the hip. There's no big overall plot. It's like,
no,
I know we say this a lot on this show, but this movie is a perfect and then something happens and then something else happens and then something else
Pete
happens.
mentioned, well, now there's Babyface that's also a Universal Soldier. but
that
also
they hide to the end.
But
now I can pick up on things because when the Yakuza guy is talking to him and it's that mutual respect thing that he goes, yeah, we did all this stuff 10 years ago. And I'm looking at this guy going, that dude would have been 13 10 years ago.
You haven't aged a day.
Now that I've seen the end, I'm like,
Universal Soldier.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
This guy should have been our main character for the good people, but
even though he was a villain, he should have been our Nick Cage. Yeah,
he should have been. And then
but
you
he's
have
not a villain.
No,
in the sense of a villain, he's done bad things and got put in jail. But we find out he did it all on.
He did it on purpose. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but my whole thing is
he was double crossed.
Yeah, to make this a little more interesting is.
Of course, he was double crossed.
We needed to know he was one of these things earlier because he stands up to the monster, and I'm watching this going, the fuck is this guy like?
Right? How's he able to at least fight it?
Well, now
he has wiped through everyone.
He does have a brand on his shoulder.
You don't see it until the end.
No, you did see it earlier. I think the John Malkovich guy pulls down his shirt really early, and you see this brand
like a blink and miss it.
Yeah. And then you see it, and then you see it later on the monster.
I remember seeing it on the monster.
And there's a connection there, and you're not quite like, what's going on?
Well, that's the end connection that they finally do, because the guy that shows up, the Corvinus character, which is where I'm pulling Underworld from, and all his henchmen come in. He's like pulls his shirt, and there's the brand, and that's the big reveal. Oh, he's one of these.
Yeah, he's one of those original 5 or whatever.
He's a Jean-Claude Van Damme. Okay, I get it. but he hasn't been utilized as Van Damme. Instead, we're gonna make it look like the lady detective, that she's the one that's kind of in charge, but she's not, because we don't really give her enough screen time either, because we're running out of characters because we accidentally killed them all in the first hour.
we killed Super Cop already. We've killed everyone that had a speaking role. She's left
the veteran cop that you're like, yeah, this is gonna be the guy that makes
she's the ranking officer in this troop, because she's the only detective, and
she's also coming off as final girl, because that's my other issue. That's my other issue, that it's not so much an issue, but I'm trying to learn with Korean movies. It's not the way we do things. They don't do movies like we do.
It's totally different storytelling, which is what I always think is fascinating.
I do.
It's just cool.
So
this is what's going
Japanese
on over there.
horror movies are the same thing. It's just like they tell stories in a different way.
So they kill this girl don't like anyone in this movie because they're going to die, and boom, she's dead. And I'm literally sitting there going,
"Are you kidding? You killed her?
Like that's literally the last
attachment we have.
That's the last good guy left on the boat, because the doctor technically is neutral, but he was working for the company.
You could call him a hero because he was administering sedatives to the creature,
but he knew about it.
But he knew about the creature,
he absolutely,
and didn't let others know. So that's not
cool. Why would you? You're. I'm sure he was paid to keep his mouth shut.
You know what? It's because it wasn't part of their clearance.
All he had to do was keep sedatives going.
You got to make an extra 0.
And then you had to bleed on the monster. Like, what do you do?
All right. I think right now, and I am so sorry, everyone, how we're going. We're going to hit a commercial break.
This is a mess.
Yeah, this is like this is a
because the movie is a mess.
Yeah, this is nuts. Let's hit a commercial, and we will come back here in a minute. I don't either, Pete.
You're watching the USA Network.
Welcome to Good Beer, Bad Movie Night, where each month we drink finely crafted brews while watching terrible films in order to see just how drunk you have to get to enjoy them. So tune in and join Troy.
Kilroy Kreitz.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Dave.
I have the weirdest boner.
and peat. IPAs are ales, meaning they are bottom fermented. Excuse me, they are top fermented. I that up. Let me try that again. As we drag Kathleen,
Hear me.
kicking and screaming through an alcohol-fueled podcast dedicated to movies of questionable quality and the frosty adult beverages that help make them tolerable. Good beer, bad movie night. Clearly, it's the beer's fault.
All right, Paul. So I think it's time we, made a trailer.
Do we have to?
Like, people keep asking, so we're gonna deliver.
Well, what are we supposed to do in this damn trailer?
We're just gonna talk about shit we do here. We theme our months, right? Like, what do we?
I mean, I know we've done stuff like musicals and animation months and creature features, all sorts of stuff, but is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's something kind of like that. That I'm probably gonna sit there and tell people, we're on all social medias. We're on the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and it's all under Flicks and Friends podcast.
Yeah, I guess so. If they're not tired of hearing that by now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'll work. Should we press record?
Yeah, let's press record right now.
Just when you thought you were safe, the terror continues with another chilly tale tonight on USA Network's Saturday Nightmares.
All right. Well, that's our commercial break. I think for our listeners, allow me just a moment.
You want to recap?
Maybe clear some things up as far as this movie goes.
Go for it.
I'm going to
let goes.
I'm going to go get a beer. You do this.
You go get a beer.
I cannot wait to hear it. Yeah, Here we go.
So the Korean government has the worst of the worst convicts that they need to send to another prison in Busan. They actually say Busan in this movie. They tried to do this a couple of years earlier. They are attacked by a suicide bomber. It then makes them have to stop for 2 years before they try this again. And now their new
hilarious
plan
results
is to put them onto a cargo ship secretly so they can then transport them to this high security prison. So in the middle of this, we are then led to understand that there is also a project going on in the bowels of the ship from this genetics company that's all we see is this guy, and he's given a shot.
Oh, but it's secret. No one knows about it.
It's very secret. Only the doctor. That the doctor was just added onto the manifest a week earlier. So secret government stuff. In the midst of this happening, there is a prison breakout. So the prisoners are rioting, getting out. Also, at the same time, the ship is being commandeered by the Yakuza's own henchmen to free him to get out of the ship. Chaos ensues. Cops versus bad guys. Everything ends in the engineering room where they're not allowed to shoot their guns. Otherwise, the engine will stop and kill the boat. They'd be dead adrift.
That's your first 50 minutes, folks.
That's 50 minutes into this movie.
Yeah.
Now, some blood from said chaos falls through the ship's floors into the mouth that was uncovered by the doctor of the monster because it had a breathing apparatus over its mouth, but he didn't put it on because there was maggots in its mouth and it freaked him out. Falls into this creature's mouth, realiving him basically, and then camera cuts back to chaos into the hold of the ship. Guy drops down Deadpool style with Terminator sound effects and dispatches close to 20 people in about 5 minutes, if that long.
I was going to say that's 5 minutes.
Yeah,
is a long
5 minutes
time.
is a long time.
Some of these were drawn out. Some of these were very drawn out deaths.
But it's very quick to the point deaths of like slashing throats. And...
Oh yeah, if he touches you, you're dead. Remember that when you played freeze tag, you touch, you're froze.
Yep.
You touch, you're dead. So
Yeah.
you touch. A handful of people get away. Main bad guy John Malkovich is using his own crew as human shields to get away from this thing, shoots through it. Basically, we still think this creature is a Terminator because bullets aren't really affecting it. Turns out it's just really good at dodging bullets.
Dodging. Okay, that was one of my questions.
Like
I
a
forgot.
wolf.
Like a wolf, of course. Yep.
Add to my list Matrix.
Yep.
This guy
Matrix.
is Neo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget Paul Nashi.
Neo.
I added Paul Nashi.
Paul
Somewhere
Nash
in
is
there.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
the that's the
Parmesan
blood.
spread.
What?
So now we have two groups that have separated, basically bad guys and some of the good guys, with a handful of the bad guys that are later revealed to not really be bad guys. More chaos ensues, and now it's more of a slasher movie with this monster basically just dispatching anyone that gets in its face. The movie does make a mistake of saying, hey, if you're not armed, it's going to ignore you, which is technically bullshit because it kills everyone it runs
it
into.
does
Sure
not matter.
does.
It's I think the hardwire on it is like faulty.
Yeah, so they tried the whole Predator line, does not work. So
Doesn't work.
If you throw your guns down, it just goes, you're still dead.
All right, now
So-
I have guns that I can beat you with.
Had a gun. Yeah, this monster also shoots people. It's
Yeah, the monster will pick up a gun and shoot
does
you.
not. It does not give a fuck about what it does.
Chaos continues to ensue onto this ship. Hard cut onto mainland, where they have lost all communications with the ship and they're trying to figure out what's going on. But this doesn't look like your normal headquarters of someone that's in charge of the police or anything. Come to find out, it's a genetic corporation, and they have their own set of military,
Their
militia,
umbrella.
whatever. Their umbrella corporation, if you will.
Yes.
This guy who's getting a BJ naked is bossing other people around who has the same brand
While
as
getting a
said
BJ.
monster. All while getting a BJ.
Very boss.
From another
That's
dude.
so boss. Like you're talking on your cell
so
phone
boss.
while you're getting head. Yeah.
And you're like directing people and calling them failures and stuff. Like if they don't.
You're an idiot. The other guy on the other side of the line is also yelling back. So I'm not sure of the power struggle here because I thought one was a bigger boss than the other. Don't know if that's true, but
Don't
they're
know.
both yelling at each other. Somehow have commandeered a United States Navy Chinook helicopter. Don't even know, but they literally say, hey, there's a United States Navy helicopter just
right across
outside
the
your
street.
building.
A la canon movies have to have a helicopter that we have a super
Oh, there
secret
you go.
squad go in to
Canon,
commandeer the ship
canon.
back.
Mhm.
Yes. So this guy that was yelling at his boss, but now he's like, fuck it, I got to go clean up this mess, is on a helicopter with a bunch of guys dressed in black military things that then stab themselves with a chemical in a syringe a la Universal Soldier, and their eyeballs turn blue.
Yeah.
So, not 100% sure what's going on there because come to find out, those guys definitely aren't bulletproof. Those guys definitely aren't superhuman.
No, they got
I don't know what that was.
so fast.
So
because
fast.
now Jean-Claude Van Damme has gone through and he's kicking their ankles backwards and like legs are getting cut off, and now we're having a big dramatic one-on-one between.
Oh wait, so the monster is Jean-Claude Van Damme. Okay.
No, the
No, no,
monster's
no.
not Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Babyface.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is...
Oh,
once we-
Babyface. Yes.
Once this helicopter has landed, we've had a few more kills going on. Young babyface convict is with young woman detective with the doctor and one other fat Yakuza guy.
Mhm.
And they...
It's a great shot, by the
This
way.
girl ain't the brightest. She thinks she can pull a regular handgun out on military guys with,
Mhm.
AK-47s,
Yeah.
AR-15s, and she pretty much just, boom, dead. She's gone.
And
All
that's
we're
the
left
character
now-
we thought was the new lead.
That was our
We-
final girl, and
That was our
Yep.
final girl. We
Done.
were all behind her.
Done.
Babyface shows up and then basically runs at them like the Flash, breaking wrists and necks and ankles, as Pete so eloquently said. Grabs our Corvinus looking guy who we thought was in charge, holds him
He's
up
our
against
striker.
the wall.
Mm.
Our William Stryker. Thank you.
Mhm.
That was
Yes.
amazing.
Well done.
And we are revealed to the audience. This guy is also one of these unkillable Universal Soldier creatures running around, but he's just not the main alpha. And then Alpha shows up. And now we are culminated to this ending of what the fuck is going on. And guess what? Here comes the flashbacks.
Yeah. And,
Yep. And that's where we get our Japan 1943. And that's where I made the connection with Unit 731. Don't look it up, folks, but
Yeah.
it's a real thing.
But they're making,
This-
Universal
lots
Soldiers.
of naked people. Mm-hmm.
Alpha is the first one that's some kind of compound they've created to basically resurrect the dead. Yet he is more Frankenstein. All his arms are cut off, his legs are cut off, they're stitched back on, and because they start clapping. So the officials, after they do this resurrection thing,
Surgery successful.
They all start clapping, which triggers the monster, who Frankenstein's up and obliterates everyone.
Kind of like when Doc Ock wakes up in Spider-Man 2. And you just, murdering everyone.
Yep.
But all these people went from cheers to boos real quickly.
Real fast. Now, that is not our only flashback. We get Babyface's flashback.
Yes.
We've only seen a couple of flashes of what we think is a murder scene that he was cause of, with a young woman standing there. Only to find out that this was not a murder scene that he caused. Nope. It was caused by genetic Stryker guy who was trying to hunt him down because he was part of this program, but he escaped and tried to start a new life, had a wife, had a kid, and then they killed the wife. We're led to believe they killed the kid, and even taunts the guy saying that baby. Even taunts the guy going, that happened so long ago, I don't even remember if it was a boy or a girl. Yet then goes around and says, oh, I remember you now. Your kid yelled daddy. And I'm like, that kid wasn't talking yet.
That kid, because it was a baby. Also, when he holds the knife up, I went, oh man, I don't remember them killing a baby in this movie.
Thankfully, because technically they don't, because later we get another flashback of everything that actually happened, and they captured the baby, and now it's in jail.
Yes.
It also has that blue eyeball
and it has
glowy thing,
eye.
suggesting that it's a new monster or something.
Yes, because it's Jean-Claude Van Damme's werewolf seed that is now blossomed into a young boy.
That's Michael now. It's Michael from Underworld. He's now both. He's human and this other thing, and he is more powerful.
Charlie has done a really excellent job at summarizing this up in explain it to you like you're a 5-year-old.
William Stryker has to take on
Nephilim is what he is.
Nephilim. So William Stryker has to have face off with said monster, who he does dispatch fairly easily compared to all the shit the monster does in this movie. And he's supposed to bring it back. He's like, the head will be good enough. But cuts its Achilles tendon for some odd ass reason.
So it can't walk? I mean,
maybe, but it doesn't even try. It's still laying on the ground.
It's missing an arm at this point. Its other arm has been broken in half to where the bone's literally sticking out.
Our hero veteran cop literally gnaws the monster's arm off.
Bit off the monster's arm. Did you bite through the bone?
I think it was just.
I think it's the staples. I think
I thought it was that. I was like, okay, maybe this is where the metal's going to come in. I'm like, did they add metal arms and legs?
Is he Wolverine now? No, he's not
No,
Wolverine.
No, that arm came off real easy.
Nothing was holding on, but he couldn't face his brothers and friends in the afterlife unless he took a limb.
Yep.
I'm like,
I had to at least take an arm.
I didn't know that was a backstory when you joined.
I wish the Alpha would have killed him with the arm that the dude just suffered.
No,
he done that earlier.
Yeah, the Alpha took someone else's arm off and bashed them in the head.
Yeah, I know, but he should take his own arm of the guy that just bit it off and killed him with it. That would have been
shoved it up his own ass. Wasn't there a zombie movie where an arm disappeared and got sewn onto another person, and now they had super strength? That's the Nazi zombie movie, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Dead Snow 2.
Dead Snow 2. Full circle.
Yep.
I like this movie more than Dead Snow 2, at least.
Oh, no. Dead Snow 2 is a masterpiece.
And then now finally we get Babyface versus William Stryker. Turns into flashback / fight till the end of the movie.
And it's just a fight. Obviously. There's nothing special about it, honestly. More blood sprays that you've already seen for the 1,000th time at this point.
Every wound Babyface causes him, Stryker causes him back. It was like a tit
it's kind of a 1-for-1, which I get because they're from the same program,
I like
certain trainings and whatnot.
And what I wanted was a wood chipper somewhere hidden in store. Where he would just
have it.
Roundhouse kick.
Isn't there an
Stryker
engine
guy.
with moving parts or something?
Somebody
should have gotten tossed.
It could have been like the rudders
compactor
and like a chain to a neck, and then the rudders are spinning.
So they end up on the deck.
Oh, right.
Fight, and he does like kick Stryker off the ship, which is like, that's cool. Then he jumps off the ship
what other choice did he have?
But the ship wasn't going to explode.
Nope. But he had to make sure the guy was dead. So while he's falling
But
down, he makes sure he slashes his throat.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
No,
he does hit him.
slash his throat.
He hits him. I swear he does.
No, dude, I saw them fall off this boat.
He hits him one last time.
Cut to an island, and Babyface comes up out of the water, and I went, "What the fuck? Is Stryker still alive too?" Like, I have no idea if this guy's dead.
His hand, Babyface's hand, is on Stryker's head, right? As he's coming out of the water, I thought for sure.
He wipes his face off.
He's got his hand on somebody's head.
No, that was a rock. That was a rock he pushes himself up off of.
It looked like there was hand.
Stryker's
I don't want to watch it again because I'm not going to watch punches him one more time.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to watch it.
Camera comes back. Stryker's like, "I'll be back." You know,
and then like as they're falling down, a big giant like electric portal ball eats them up, and then they transport to another time.
Yeah, naked.
Yeah,
like the Yakuza guy that was naked.
That was a solid butt.
Naked. That was
dude
a good
had
tattooed butt.
They should have just let him run naked the whole time. Once he got bloody,
I'm surprised they didn't
the whole time.
They're like, that's his thing.
His body, he was a fit dude. Man.
He was a very fit dude. I like that guy. I wish he'd have been the guy at the end. That's like, you thought I was dead.
I'll take him as the final girl for heaven's sakes. And then he gets away and he's into the city. Like,
But then we get a little stinger at the end where it gets a hostile type ending, where we hear people in English talking about deals and whatnot, and we see them turn around a corner, and then they're walking down a hall, and you hear grunts, and then you see an arm pop out, and they're clearly talking about other super soldiers and the cost to buy them. Will we get a sequel? I don't know. I kind of hope we do, just as, it could keep doing the 90s thing of let's just not let it die.
And the English-speaking people were of their race.
Yeah,
like,
they were
no
definitely of somewhere in Asia.
That was
English.
really weird.
It was.
I always watch things in subtitles. The English was not subtitled.
No, it was not.
Wasn't.
It was all Korean. It was wow. It didn't.
I don't even think there's a dub of this movie.
No,
like,
I don't think
there is. You have to buy it off of Fandango or something. It was on. If you look, I was on Prime, and Prime has this in Korean, and then the one that is you pay for has a dub.
English dub.
Okay. Yeah, it was like I bought the Korean version, so.
That's what I have. I have the Korean one with subtitles. So
yeah.
I wouldn't have watched this in the English dub.
No.
Just because I don't like watching.
I kind of want to see how they did the voice.
Yeah, I prefer.
Yeah, I want to know who's all got the Mickey Mouse voices.
Subtitled versions.
Betty.
Now, if it's something I've seen 1,000 times, yes, give me a dub.
Yeah.
So I can just enjoy the movie in the background.
My next birthday pick, just watch the dub. Don't have to watch the
No.
the audio of that one.
Just watch the dub.
The dub's way more better. It's way better.
Yeah. All right. It's time to get into the things.
I think so. Woof.
So the kill, thankfully I was able to find a kill count. It's 57. I love that the trivia goes, the kill count has been confirmed by the director at 57.
Okay.
Asked that many times because I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure how many people are in this.
I don't know either. I feel like at one point they say there's like 40 prisoners exact or something like that.
And I don't know if maybe they're counting some of the bomb victims at the beginning. That
then you got the engineers, but also like I don't know.
So much blood, it gets very confusing. How you see blood splatter, you're like, that's 3 people, right? No, it was just one.
That's just
because this movie felt like there were 300 people killed. It really did. Like how many? 52. That sounds low to me.
Yeah.
All right. Out of 57, let's pick our favorite one.
What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
Oh God, I don't know. I can't do it.
There's a lot. There's a lot that you do see.
I think I have one.
We'll go, Pete.
All right. I think it's the first monster kill where the guy runs into him in the hallway after he jumps down Deadpool style, and he kicks his chest. It caves in. There's all this blood on his chest, and it throws him 50 feet back into another cage, and then his back explodes with blood, and everybody that was fighting stops fighting and goes, "The fuck was that?"
We all have a new enemy. Agreed.
Right. Well, at that point, I thought for sure the cons and the Catholics were going to get together.
The Catholics. Now all of a sudden the Catholics are involved.
I watched Notre Dame in Miami last night, so I got some football
so
in my brain.
Catholics are just on your mind now.
The
So
cops,
the
and the cons
walk
were gonna.
into a
I
bar.
thought they were gonna get together and form a universal bond. It's like, okay, we have an enemy. We both have an enemy. We gotta get together. And no, that didn't happen. It was
No.
They were
That would've been cool.
they were still killing each other. Anyway,
But can you imagine if they did?
There was one where somebody got backed up onto a knife through the neck. That was pretty good too.
Oh, that one's good.
Yeah.
Charlie, what's one of yours?
I was watching this movie, and after there was a lot of like just bashing in the heads, and I'm like,
There's a lot of bashing in the heads.
a lot of just bashing the
head
heads.
bashing, yeah.
And I was like, come on, I need something a little bit more fun. Then they were shooting people, and I'm like, come on. I have to say it was the moment where he literally rips a guy's arm off and beats him to death with that guy's arm.
Yeah.
It was going to be the guy that he cuts off at the kneecaps and turns into Cotton Hill, and he falls down and dies. Because I laughed pretty hard at that. Because he's like, the guy's standing there, and this thing that like the monster takes a knife or something across, and then all of a sudden the guy's just like, woo! And falls down. I laughed pretty good at that. But I will always love a rip a motherfucker's arm off to beat him with it. Yep. I will say though, I am disappointed. Not one beheading in this movie.
No,
it's hard to chop a head off.
There's a sledgehammer to the head where it gets hit so much that it then falls off from the neck.
That's the one time they cut the camera away from the kill.
Yeah.
Because it shows him swinging, and then they do a far off shot, and he does the fine. I think that's the main Yakuza. That's how he dies.
And you're seeing the blood fountain each blow.
But you don't see like the hammer going into the face, which is with the way this movie went. Why not?
That's where my critiques of that too much blood comes into, where it's like, God, if you would have done a little bit more intestines, like there's a lot of blood, but there's not a lot of gore.
There's no guts.
Yeah, there's no guts. There's no trails of things. A lot of it is just how much can we spray onto someone, which I enjoy.
You don't have Lars reaching into a chest and pulling somebody's heart out.
But it's
a Nazi's heart out and doing this.
There's no levity. You get to see a guy's chest get caved in and punched a bunch, and the bones sticking out. That's
Nate,
not my favorite, though.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
My favorite is when our Van Damme character realizes that he is a Universal Soldier, and he first wakes up, and he slams a dude's neck into a jagged pipe, and you just see the pipe go through the dude's,
is that the one
jugular,
I was talking about? Yeah.
And then the blood just starts spraying everywhere.
Yeah, that's good. That was really good.
Where they dump all the dead bodies into a big pin, and he's the only one that Undertaker's up. And no one notices.
No one seems to be realizing that one of the bodies came up.
He's got dirt and filth on him from the pig. It was so
and they're
gross.
throwing pig feed on the bodies to entice.
Oh yeah,
the pig.
so the pigs.
So he's covered in this crap.
No, I don't think they had enough pigs to take care of that many bodies.
I do have an honorable mention as well. It's where the monster kicks in the giant metal door and it lands on a guy. And then he just slowly walks over it, and it's very Jason-like, where it's squishing the guy, and then he puts one foot on the guy's face and slowly pushes it, and slowly as you see blood, like, and then his head pops. It's ugh.
That was a good one. I also
Yeah.
like the extended elevator scene where the
Oh,
girl and the fat Yakuza guy's in the
Mhm.
elevator, and he punches the hole in it, and then he pokes his head over the hole, and it's like, you don't have eyes, motherfucker. Like, it's just he just
He's
pokes his
trying to
face,
smell like a wolf.
but he pulls the fat guy up through the hole
Oh.
that's jagged this
Yeah.
way.
That was the horror. That's the alien part
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah. That's basically an exact scene out of Death Machine. There's an elevator scene, but the creature has shot the cables, so then the cables fall with this guy inside of it. There's a ton to like in this. That's my biggest problem. Is this is another one of those movies of this is everything I like. Why don't you like it? Why don't I like this?
It reminds me of
more?
like Dog Soldiers, where it's like, God, if you just did a little bit more of your own identity.
Boy, am I happy that you said that, because I don't care for Dog Soldiers.
I like Dog Soldiers enough.
We liked it fair because me and Nate covered it. And
I know
we
you
were
did,
we were both just like, it was kind of the same thing. Why don't we like this more?
Yeah.
But they just missed the mark on some certain things.
Now, if
You know,
I would have
and I
seen
like
this when I
Neil.
was 13, that would have been out the window. This movie is incredible. Like, there's no thoughts about it. You're all dumb.
100%. 100%.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
But watching it, and it has all these ingredients, and so much of it works, and so much of it doesn't. It's literally one step forward, one step back.
It really feels that way.
Consistently. And that's where I was like, man, like, I should not be getting, like, show me more than blood sprays at this point, because, like, you hooked me in. You really did. Like,
Yeah.
and
I'm
it
locked
keeps me
in.
entertained, you know?
No, I won't. I don't deny it, but we're here, so let's do the thing.
Let's do the things.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back.
I've struggled with this all day. I'll be honest.
Same. I can go first.
Yeah,
Like,
why don't you set the bar?
so on my letterbox, I was like, I don't remember if I had this rated for when I first watched it. I did. I had it 4 stars. I'm, whoa, that's way too high. Because that's equivalent to an 8 on this show.
Yeah.
And I promptly adjust it to a 3. I think I'm gonna settle with a 6 for this movie.
Okay. All right.
Because, like, I do recommend it. I don't think it's way too long, but I don't know what you cut, because the movie has too much shit in it that, like, it's now, if you cut something, it literally all falls apart. So all of its plot points are like support beams.
Yeah.
You know?
You
So-
need everything.
Turns out you kind of need everything.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, man, that's the same problem 90s direct-to-videos movies had. Some of them were just too goddamn long. Looking at you talking Avenger 2 and 3 being, like, almost 2 hours long, when that should have been... It should have been, 90 minutes or less. This should have been 90
Less than
minutes
90.
or less.
84 is the perfect Toxic
It
Avenger
should
movie.
have given us a main character to root for. Like, but it,
Yeah.
it does enough to keep you entertained, but also enough to be frustrated that you have something here,
Mhm.
and it's just not quite what it could have been. So, yeah, I'm at a 6.
fair. Okay.
Pete, what about you?
Yeah. I love the blood splatter. I love the practical effects. I love the look of the monster. And I love the premise. Everything lined up. I didn't like any of the characters because I didn't get to spend any time with them. And
you can't.
the
They die.
gore and horror were taxing. Like, it became, Nate, you said it perfectly. I was going to say it if you didn't. Monkey Kung Fu. Like, can a slasher movie have too much blood and gore in it? We found that movie. It's all that practical stuff, and it was beautifully shot. I mean, this is a nice looking film.
It's
It
great.
really
looking.
is. It's well acted. I mean, there's all these. You've said it. There's all these pieces that I should love, and I think that because of its length and because of its repetitiveness, it's a 5. Because I'm gonna say I like. Hey, folks, just because it's a 5 doesn't mean it's a bad movie. I'm just giving you the opportunity to watch it or not. I don't care. I don't care if you watch it. Like a 6 is like, that's a recommend. You really should see this. A 5 is like, you're an adult. Go watch it if you want to. If what we've said is interesting to you at all, we did not.
Yeah, if you're like, I need to figure out what's in this blender.
We
Go for
described
it.
this as best as possible. So it's a 5. It's a beautiful movie. It's well acted, but man, tedious.
It's a movie.
And I love the Game of Thrones reference, because that's why I stopped watching Game of Thrones after season 3. Pedro Pascal was in it and went up against
Was that
he was in like 4 episodes or something like that. And like, boy, I like this Spaniard. He's cool. And he starts beating the mountain, and then the mountain pops his head like a grape. And I'm like, done. I can't like anybody in this fucking show. Everybody fucking dies. Which, a lot of fans will say, well, that's the reality of blah, blah, blah. Yes, but I can't invest any time in an actor. I can't. There's no Luke Skywalker to follow. So it's 5, folks. Peter
Dinklage and Jon Snow. You follow those two.
Anya, what was her? The young gal.
Anya Stark.
Anya Stark, right?
Yeah.
Right. I think they were the only 3 throughputs in that, show, but none of them. Well, I guess I didn't watch any past 3, so none of them were really a lead in the show. But they were the ones that got through it, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm done. Charlie,
what's yours?
Sitting here listening to you guys talk about this, and you're right. I mean, nothing you've said is wrong, and I'm actually just sitting here going, I kind of a little higher than Nate, and I'm like, why? And it's because this movie, you'd need to be an action fan. You need to actually like action movies to appreciate what they're doing and what they're homaging in this, because they are. It is so blatant. They might as well have put, guess what's getting ready to happen? This particular scene from this movie. And
audience,
that's what would
applause.
happen. Right.
Hey, in South Korea, we watch movies. Guess what we're going to do?
Here is a piece of paper where we're going to list off all the attributes of our monster, and it's going to be every attribute of different monsters in movies.
Yeah. So that was at least somewhat where I could keep going, oh, I know what this is. Oh, I see what they're doing. The story is all over the place.
My God, it is.
You just listen to what we tried to do here. We were all over the place.
Like Resident Evil.
The gore is phenomenal. And that's where I'm stuck. For a long time, I've just been like, God damn it, I just want a gory fucking movie.
Ta-da.
I want gore. Come to find out, I would like a little bit of plot to go with that gore.
And I want just a little bit different gore.
Yeah,
I'm not
a little
man
bit
of standards. It turns out I might have a little bit.
Yeah, if you're going to be this gory, then give me... I want one of 2 things. I want Hannibal Lecter style storytelling with this absolutely insane person with this level of gore, or I want Dead Alive. I want insanity from wall to wall.
You're laughing your ass off, and like,
yeah, well, that's what Dead Alive is.
Dead
Alive
Even
is
together,
fun.
We wouldn't be laughing our ass off at this. It'd just be like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's what I was doing this movie. Going, what?
Yeah.
When you piss on someone after you've killed them, that movie's making a statement at this.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to be slightly higher than Nate. I'm giving it a 6.5.
And I was almost there, dude. Like it's a toss up.
I'm giving it more props on the practicality of the effects, what they actually did. And I think I have to be a little bit more, I have to take away my American ideas for a South Korean movie, because they do not make movies like we do. They don't follow the same rules that we do.
Yeah, the rules are different.
And it's there, and you can tell that because the good guys do not always win in those movies. There's not always a happy ending at the end of those movies. And there's a lot of time. Train to Busan, I fucking love that movie. I Saw the Devil, I love that movie. This movie, I had high hopes that I was going to get to the end and go, I love this movie.
Same.
But I'm not upset that I own it either. So I think that's another
Same,
way
like,
to look at it.
and honestly, knowing I haven't seen it since 2022, it's like, okay, if this is one of those movies I only watch once every 5 years or whatever,
I'm thinking that. I think
no
I may
problem.
just be like, maybe I'll
Because I
feel
enjoyed it
different
more
about
on my
it.
second
I would
time.
love to
So-
see the making of this movie. Like,
Oh, I
all
would
the
love to see that.
squibs and all the
I would
practical
love to
effects.
see
I would
this
love to see
team
that.
be given like a budget and do like an American style like action movie. Do a really strong, gritty kung fu movie with this type team, just to see what kind of like bloody movie you
Hell,
can get.
give them this, but bring that team and give them an American studio taking
Yeah.
this over and give us an
Let
American
them-
remake.
I've been rewatching a lot of these old John Woo movies that I never got to see because they've been sadly not available forever, and a lot of them are violent as shit. And it's just like, okay, let these guys collab with John Woo. He's getting back into action. Like,
Well, I agree with you, Nate. So you brought a weird one, which I'm
I
not
did.
surprised, but you kind of went Pete level weird though.
I'm thinking like this feels like a Pete movie,
Well,
except
you know,
I would
you're
never have
trying
picked
to
this as a
do
Pete movie.
a big, beautiful, bonkers, bash, bonanza, bloody
birthday booby,
birthday.
bloody booby birthday bash.
It requires a special certain type of movies.
Well, I'm glad we went full circle on when we bought this damn thing 2 years ago. So
It all
Well,
meant to come through this.
it all come together right there. Even though it's
Movie
still sitting in my
collectors are the
office.
weirdest people. Like okay, I'll buy that, and then I'm going to put it on my shelf and not watch it for
Oh,
2
hold on
years.
to it for 3 years.
I have so many.
Oh yeah. Oh, hand to
So
God, you and me
many.
both.
Yep.
Yeah. Just
I don't wanna look.
maybe one day.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm making
I
fun of
don't
me.
wanna,
Yeah.
I don't want to look.
Maybe one day I'll get the urge.
What's is it Pete's birthday movie next week?
Yeah.
Pick is next week. So Pete, what is your birthday action pick? I'm terrified, even though I know what it is.
So last week was Dolls, which was my horror pick.
Love
Next week is an action pick, and I had to do it. But we're going back to South Korea, Nate.
Yeah, we are.
We're
I'm
doing
dipping
Old Boy. Old Boy. One of my favorite directors on the planet, Park Chan-wook, is his masterpiece. Old Boy is coming up. Not the stupid American remake. God bless
I
you,
was gonna
Josh
say, I
Brolin.
feel like the American remake was better.
It's actually good.
I like
don't
the
know why you'd
American
say it's
remake.
stupid. I like the American
Yeah.
one too. I like both.
I didn't care for Old Boy. I thought it was overrated. It did do it for me.
I liked it, Pete. Don't worry. I like the original.
Well, I
But I
don't
also
want you on the recording anyway.
Well,
Nate.
I'm not going to be there.
It's fine. I'll watch another
It also
movie that we don't
kind
have
of
a
keeps,
trailer for.
you know, it's not as bloody as, you know, what I was going for, but it stays within the theme of a big, beautiful Bonanza bloody birthday bash.
The violence is there for sure.
Yeah, it's still a very violent, fucked up movie. So yeah, totally fine. So yeah, we're doing Old Boy next week. So Pete's action pick, and then afterwards, we will let Nate reveal. Actually, you know
Well,
what?
I've already
Fuck
revealed
it.
it. I've already revealed it on
Did you
Megan
already say it?
2.0. Yeah, so they were
Yeah.
going back to Prison Boys for a
Mhm.
fun, very bloody movie. We're
Yes,
going to
it's
do Ricky
super fun.
O, the story of Ricky.
The story of Ricky.
And I don't. It's over there too. Another movie over there that
Another-
probably doesn't have a trailer.
No,
Um,
probably doesn't, but
I
just make sure
forget
to
where
have your
that one's
list
from.
ready.
It kind of feels like February, doesn't it, boys? Like
I was just thinking.
Yeah,
that,
but I'm going
honestly.
for gallons of blood. I was bringing so
Ricky
much
O
blood
has
to this birthday.
gallons of blood. Old Boy does not have gallons of blood. Old Boy is a little.
It's just
a
more
little
violent.
more earnest than.
Yeah.
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 And
no,
Ricky O
is
definitely played for laughs. Old Boy.
yeah.
I still think Project Wolf Hunting has the most amount of blood for the month. But
I-
Ricky O's up there.
Yeah, like Ricky O's final scene is
Mhm.
Evil Deadish.
Yeah, evil.
I mean, the whole
Evil Dead
movie
remake.
is
Yeah,
Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
It's just a kung
Like,
fu Evil
Evil
Dead.
Dead
2.
remake copped out and did raining blood at the end, and that's where
Yeah,
their
Ricky O
gallons-
didn't need to do that.
No.
Ricky O made sure
No.
that all of it came from the bodies.
Yep. So look forward to that. Hopefully,
Oh, it's a-
hopefully we can make sense more of Ricky O than we did Project.
There
Wolf
should.
Hunting.
Well, yes, that.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I still feel like there's chunks of the movie just full blown missing.
You're not wrong. Not
But
wrong.
I'm here for it.
This is all your fault. So everyone, thank you if you stuck it out this
Hey,
long for checking out Project Wolf Hunting. We'll be back next week. And if you want to continue following this chaos, you can check us out over at Give Me Back My Horror Movies, the Facebook group. Give Me Back My Action Movies, the Facebook group. Both of us are on Instagram under Horror in Action. You can also check out Anna, our Scream Queen, who is at Nerd at the Movies on Instagram. Pete's on there once in a while with Good Beer, Bad Movie Night. We share their once a month post that we all try to jump onto. Please make sure if you are checking us out over on YouTube, we are doing all of this on video now, so you can see our smiling faces. And every time we go, I'd have no idea what we're doing right now. And please, if you want to reach out to Anna and, tell her we're all sorry you have to deal with what these three just did to you in this episode. We'll
as far as
we're sorry. Yeah, editing.
So sorry.
I think Nate's froze now too.
No,
so.
I wasn't. It was just really hard to keep pretending I was froze.
His face was turning blue, I think, because I don't think you can breathe when you do that, Nate.
No,
you can't. You don't have to
acting
hold your
101. If you want to pretend to be dead, you got to be dead.
He holds his breath every time someone's underwater in the movie. He's like, I can do this. Motherfucker almost died during Finding Nemo. So here we go.
I watched a clip of Bob's Burgers where Teddy tried to use the hose and going underneath the water.
Yep.
He came back up after a second.
I'm addicted to that show. I have no idea. It's amazing. All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah, bye.